This is Moseley Rugby Roundup. Coming up, we speak to Craig West about Leeds on Sunday, and we look back at a mixed bag in the League and Cup. Hello and welcome to Moseley Rugby Roundup. I'm Chrissy Savas and I'm joined in our Fort Dunlop studios with our rugby correspondent Brian Dick. Hello Brian.
Hi Chrissy.
Well, it's Leeds up on Sunday and it'll be fun memories for Moseley, won't it?
Well, the last time these sides met was at Twickenham a couple of years ago. Probably there will be famous days in Moseley's history. So yeah, there will be some fond memories for Moseley fans. However, Leeds have changed a lot since then. They were about to go into the Premiership when Moseley beat them in the National Trophy. They're now struggling in the Championship, and while you feel they may have turned the corner with a good win last weekend, if Moseley do win, which is quite possible, it wouldn't be half as much as an upset as it was at Twickenham.
So it'll be a tough match for them. Now let's hear what Craig West has to say.
No, we just expect for them to give everything they've got all the time, and but defensively we've been weak, and that's been a combination of not looking up, not particularly being well organised, and also lack of effort at times. Where tonight, occasionally we got outnumbered, but his work rate sort of clawed them positions back for us because the lads never backed in tonight. And I thought the effort, like I said, the effort and the attitude were great tonight from everybody. We'll go to that on Sunday because that's more important than tonight, really.
So that was the forward coach. Clearly a big effort required. Now let's look back at a mixed bag of results last week in the League and Cup, Brian.
Yeah, well, the reason Craig is talking about the attitude of the side is we saw two contrasting performances in the last few days. Last Saturday against London Welsh, again there was cause to question some of the endeavour that was going in against Welsh, especially in the first half when Moseley had use of the conditions and they just didn't maximise them. They went in at half-time trailing, and once again they're behind, and then they find it within themselves to drag something out. However, on Wednesday night at Bristol in the British and Irish Cup, there was a different feel to the Moseley team. That there were obviously mostly different players, but what was pleasing was the attitude. They really they fell behind 10-0, but that wasn't through a lack of effort. That Bristol had a good experienced side out, but they didn't sort of let their heads drop. They came back at them, and it was a really entertaining game. And Moseley's work rate was exceptional, really good, and maybe that's because some of the boys in that side have points to prove, and they've not been in the Saturday team as much, or that they're on loan, or they're dual registered with other teams. So I think that really informed that performance. And if the first team, if you want to call them that, could take a leaf out of those lads' book, then that would really serve them well against Leeds this weekend.
So were there any standout performances then?
Well, on Wednesday night there were a couple of boys that took big strides forwards. Charlie Thomas, who was either second or third choice hooker, depending on who you speak to. He had a really good game. Maybe his line out throwing wasn't quite as accurate as it could have been, but in the loose and against a really experienced opposite number in Bristol's Ross Johnson, he acquitted himself extremely well. David Lyons came back to the side as well. He was a big player for them last season. He'll hopefully be available for this Sunday. So for his having come back off loan from Gloucester. So yeah, two very, very promising performances. Whether Charlie will make the first team this weekend, I'm not sure. David Lyons will certainly be in the ballpark, and he will be a big improvement on what they've had so far, because he's a quality performer.
Let's hope for more of the same on Sunday. Some highlights of the London Welsh game. Bye for now.
It used to be a bit corner.